I know that a lot of times people will say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I think that is definitely applicable in this situation, but at the same time, it's more of a quality of life update. And I definitely think that a lot of people are going to prefer this to the previous layout. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe so more people can see this and what is currently going on. Unless I just had some kind of a weird funky Roblox stream, I'm pretty sure we have had something like this before. We have seen a layout change like this before, and specifically on the games page. So it kind of seems like Roblox is going back and forth just to tease us, but this time, now in testing on the Roblox Discover page on desktop, larger tiles and expanded details on hover. On hover basically just means if you hover your mouse over one of these games, that is when you are going to see the changes, because up until you hover over one of the game icons, the entire games page pretty much looks exactly the same. So the update is more for show than anything else, like for showing off, which, like I said, is actually a very, very good thing. And whilst this isn't really going to change anything on the entire platform, it's not going to change anything inside of the games. All it does is make the games page look a little bit nicer, and especially when you're hovering over the games. Right now, if I go to the games page and hover over one of these game icons, all that happens is the full name, the full title of the game shows up. For example, this one right here, the very first game at the top of the page, if I hover over it, all it does is show me that the game is called Dungeons Anime Fighters Simulator, which I can already see. But now with this new layout and with this new games page update, if we go to the Discover page and start hovering over these games, it shows a lot more. It actually brings up a little tiny box that shows all of the thumbnails. It shows the full title of the game, it shows a few stats of the game, and then also it shows a little bit of the description of the game. You can even press the play button directly from this little pop-up box. So the reason I think this is much better than the previous layout is because you don't have to go fully onto a games page to see what a game is going to be about, to see all of the thumbnails of the game, to see some of the description of the game. You do not need to load a whole different page just to see what the game is going to be like and if you are going to enjoy a game. Besides looking a lot better, looking very, very nice, and I guess adding a little bit of spice to the games page, this also shows you a little bit more about the game that you might potentially be interested in, like I said, without going to the whole entire games page. I don't really know if this is going to happen, all we can do is wait and see, but I genuinely do think that this could be very, very good for discoverability on a lot of these games. I'm just thinking, like, if there is a game that might not appeal on the outside to some people, if they hover over one of these games, look at some of the thumbnails and see the description, when previously they wouldn't have seen any of that because it didn't appeal to them, it didn't interest them, they wouldn't have pressed on that game, you know, it could end up being very, very good in that sense. It could bring a lot of new players to games that they wouldn't have even looked twice at previously. The end all here, I think, even if this doesn't affect discoverability of games and doesn't bring new players to games that they wouldn't have cared about previously, it still looks great. It's still such a nice update, and I genuinely do hope that they keep it this time. Looking at this now, it was actually a year ago that we first saw this update, but apparently, whilst it was in testing around this time last year, it was scrapped up until now. So Roblox just completely dropped the update, they stopped testing on it, and they kind of just threw away the idea up until right now, so hopefully this time it stays put. Please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about this new games page layout update. Do you like it, and do you hope it stays this time? So, one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I would always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. But me think of Roblox updating the games page once again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.